All right, I guess I'm live, right? Okay, I'm live. Nuggets, what's going on? Good morning. Good day to you. It's Saturday. It's time for a review. I have got a really great product we're going to take a look at today. Well, I don't know if it's so great. I kind of liked it a little bit. I'm not sure if you liked it. You did give me some comments on the thing that I posted this week. So, we're going to get to that. We're going to look at some stuff on Facebook. I've got a news story for you. We're going to get to this review. We've got a whole bunch coming at you. You just need to stay tuned and get ready for some Saturday fun.
Open wide, because I'm going to grape you in the mouth. Ah!
That's right. Open wide. I'm going to grape you in the mouth. Okay, maybe not. We'll do something later on that has to do with grapes. But first off today, I kind of wanted to start with something that just made me laugh. I just got to this story last night, so I didn't really have a lot of time to think about it this week. But I'm going to cue up this story by giving you this clip. Just watch this clip. If you haven't seen it before, great. It's new to you. If you have seen it before, just enjoy it for a second and we'll get to the story, okay?
These high school boys and girls are having a hop at the local soda fountain. Innocently, they dance. Innocent of a new and deadly menace lurking behind closed doors. Marijuana, the burning weed with its roots in hell. In this film, you will see the ease with which this vicious plant can be grown in your neighbor's yard, rolled into harmless-looking cigarettes, hidden in an innocent shoe or watch case.
If you want a good smoke, try one of these.
You will meet Bill, who once took pride in his strong will as he takes the first step toward enslavement.
Of course, if you're afraid.
Smoking the soul-destroying reefer, they find a moment's pleasure, but at a terrible price. Debauchery, violence, murder, suicide, and the ultimate end of the marijuana addict. Hopeless insanity. See this important film now, before it is too late.
All right. Now, some of you have probably seen that before. I'm sure, a lot of the folks that are in the age range here of the, people that kind of watch this show and are in this group that I'm in, you've seen this before. This is Reefer Madness, right? This is a classic propaganda campaign that came around as a way to dissuade people from, smoking reefer, right? I mean, this was the government and the power's way of saying, hey, look, if you smoke this, it's not like you're going to just get hungry. It's not like you're going to just get sleepy. No, you're going to go full balls out insane. You are going to go absolutely crazy, right? And this is how they controlled the public. This is how they kept everybody in line as far as how they started implementing reefer laws and the prohibition of cannabis. If you smoked it, you were going to go crazy, right? And I wanted to bring to you this story this week. I've got this story right here. It was, it's from an article on a website called the Hillsdale College, the Imprimis. And one thing I wanted to talk about here real quick before we get into the story. It seems like no matter what, if you throw some letters behind a dude's name, it just seems to automatically validate whatever is spewing out of their mouth, okay? And, I love doctors. My wife is a nurse. She's a registered nurse. I respect the profession. But honestly, sometimes it seems like with these doctors that they're just glorified mechanics, right? Except for their medium isn't a car. Their medium is a human body. And there's probably less direct comparison between the two. Obviously a Hyundai is just like any other Hyundai, an Elantra is just like an Elantra, whereas no two people are exactly the same. But it's similar in the idea that, a lot of times when you go to these doctors, they have to go look up the shit that you got too, right? Like they have to go into a separate room and type it into a book and see what you have. I mean, they almost have to WebMD it themselves. Now, a lot of these doctors that have been around for years and years and years, they have a very good track record of knowing with what's going on and treatment, avenues and suggestions for stuff like that. So it just seems like, but when you get a doctor, you just put PhD behind his name. All of a sudden we now have to respect everything he says. And I found this one kind of funny because normally at the beginning of most articles, they will reference the author of the book that they're going to talk about, and they kind of give a little blurb about it. But this one goes into, you can see right here, as a graduate of Yale University with degrees in history and economics, he began. I mean, this is just like some kind of epic write-up of this guy, right, who's got a PhD. And he just goes through and basically recreates Reefer Madness with a ton of anecdotal stuff. I'm not going to go through all of this because I don't think that you guys want to spend your Saturday going through all this. If you would, and you might enjoy it like I did. I found it very funny and entertaining. I posted this actually on my Facebook page. So if you want to go there and check out the link for it, I also posted it in a couple groups that I'm in. I want you guys to see this stuff that's out there. This is in my opinion, in my very humble opinion, and I'm no scientist and I'm not a doctor, but in my very humble opinion, this is more propaganda, okay? This is just more of the same that's been spewed out, and, whether you think that this is all truth or not, whether you think that the marijuana does create mental illness, and I will tell you that there are very specific instances where it does, people that already suffer from psychosis and, those type of folks would be more prone to an exaggerated experience of that condition if they were to smoke marijuana. That's not a falsehood. That's a fact. We know that. We know that weed is not for everyone. It does not help everyone. It helps a lot. There's a lot of folks that it does help and a lot of symptoms that it does relieve people of. But it doesn't help everyone, and we know that, But to say that that's going to be the case for, 90% or 80% or vast swaths of the crowds out there that smoke marijuana, I think that's just irresponsible and reckless, So, you can go check out this story. Like I said, it was from Hillsdale College, the Imprimis, Marijuana, Mental Illness, and Violence. I read it and just got a good chuckle out of it. It kind of just made me laugh. So, maybe you'll enjoy it too. Go check it out either on the link's on my Facebook page, at Best Buds. It's actually at Best Space Buds, and you'll find me there. You can check out the link there, or you can just go find it for yourself online, whatever you want to do. It was a funny read. I enjoyed it. I had a good time reading it. All right, so the next thing I wanted to get to this morning, and I've got to apologize for my surroundings today. I've got cicadas out here singing their morning song. Somebody just across the fence line from me decided that they were going to, set up a wood shop this morning. So they're out there cutting at, ungodly hours this morning. And then, of course, everybody that, is from the interstate, which is, a couple roads past me. I'm deep in this neighborhood. They're all driving like maniacs today, So you're going to have to bear with me. We've got a lot of outside elements going on. But, sorry, that was just a rant. You know me. I go off on these rants. I'm actually pretty medicated this morning. So bear with me. I've got the medication flowing through me. I've got the coffee flowing through me. I feel like I'm disjointed, but it's probably coming out more like I'm just rolling on, right? Okay. Let's go to Facebook. I thought I'm going to start incorporating maybe some of my Facebook feed in the show because a lot of you don't get up early enough to view the show on Saturdays. I know it's kind of weird that a stoner is up nice and early, but I am a break the stigma kind of stoner. I'm not your typical stoner, right? I am a get her done. I'm a get up and let's go and let's get the day done. And, that's why I also have different strains to smoke throughout the day. Some that are, sativa or hybrid type. And then in the evening times, indica, because I like to medicate in a proper way, and at least a proper way for me. That's the way that I found works best for myself. So, in doing that, I don't even see, look, that's how stoned I am, man. I don't even know where I was going with that. Anyway, let's go over to my Facebook page. I said you're going to have to bear with me today. All right, Facebook page. We need to interact with it. The first thing I kind of wanted to talk about today was a post I posted just on the 5th here. And, for starters, I only post, I post in about 5 different groups. I'm a part of 5 different groups. I'm very active in all of these groups. I read the stories. I respond to people. I like to start conversations. One of my biggest things was starting this site and this page and this podcast was so that we could all talk together. We could converse about the different things that we see going on, the different laws that are being implemented. How is that affecting you? How is that affecting me? That's really the purpose for this. It's not so that I can come here and just cram information, what I think is funny, jokes. It's not so that I can cram that down your throat for 30 minutes on a Saturday morning. I really want this to be more interactive. I would love for us to maybe set up some kind of Zoom situation where I could actually, pop onto people's, webcam and they could join me for a smoke sesh or something. I want people to have fun with this. That's what this is all about for me, and that's what I want it to be about for all of you. So, hey, what's up? Mike D. Gallagher. Sorry if I'm late for saying what's going on. Gainesville, Florida. Yo, 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 yo. Jake Robeson, thanks, brother, for joining me. I kind of checked this late. I am really discombobulated this morning. I don't know if it's the freaking, I stopped smoking my blue cigarette, and then I picked it back up, and now the nicotine's in me. The caffeine's in me. I got this hybrid Gorilla Grapes going through me. Anyway, back to Facebook. So I posted this this idea that I've been having. I want to be in the cannabis industry as heavily as possible. I have all kinds of great ideas. I know a lot of them have been implemented already. I want to do a ton of variations on a lot of things that are implemented already. I think the world is our oyster as far as it concerns the people in the cannabis community. There's so many things you can do. I mean, it reminds me of that scene, and dang it, I wish I didn't get this scene. Oh my gosh, I'm an idiot. All right, so you know me, I add video clips into these. I wanted to add this scene from Half Baked, where if you remember, they go and they meet, dang it, I forget his name, James Stewart. It's the scene with James Stewart when he's sitting there and he's talking to the deliverer, and the deliverer, he's like, here's your bud, man. He's like, yeah, cool, I'm going to smoke this later and look through my telescope, and I forget who it was. I want to say it might be the Hispanic dude. He's like, oh, yeah, we could do that. And the guy's like, yeah, but have you ever done that on weed? I mean, that's kind of what I'm thinking here, right? Like, if we just take everything fun that we naturally do in Florida and just do it on weed, I mean, right? Like, that's the idea. So that's where, this idea right here was born. It's the cannabis tour, right? Cannabis. A lot of you kind of, I guess, were confused by the graphic. I just posted the graphic, and then I said this was, a business plan that I'm working on. And then everybody's like, well, we don't see a business plan. And then I was like, okay, well, it's not the business plan. It's just, I'm working on a business plan, and this is the concept art for it. And, so everybody was really kind of confused. This was just a concept art pick, right? This was a visual of my idea. And I put it out there so that all of you would have the opportunity to get a sneak peek at what I'm thinking, what's going on in Jay Bleezy's brain, right? That's the best part about these shows is you get to look inside my brain. So that's why we went to Facebook. That's why I wanted to talk about this post. It got a lot of responses. This 20 comments and shares, this is just from, where I posted it on my page. I posted it in a ton of other spots, and we can't get to all the comments and stuff, but if you look in the picture, the idea here is that we medical patients at the moment, right, because it's not recreational legally, medical patients would be able to, I guess, meet up together in kind of a community type of way and get on one of these carriers that Best Buds would be offering, and they would be able to medicate on the carrier. Of course, we have to follow state legal rules at this point, so you can't get on and we cannot sell you any kind of medical plan or tinctures or anything of the sort. What we can do is allow the medical patient to partake of their own medication. You can't be sharing. There's going to be some rules, right? And yeah, that kind of breaks up the fun and the freedom of it at first. But, these ideas are going to have to grow slowly. So they begin with innovation inside of legalizations. So whatever rules we have to stay inside, right? And as the industry grows and blooms, we can change those rules. Uh-oh. Do you hear them? The cicadas singing their song, that song of the South. So cannabis, that's kind of the idea that I have. I don't want everybody to take everything so seriously. No, there's not a way to sign up for it yet. No, you can't ride on it yet. I don't want to confuse everyone. Lisa Griffin right here, she says, they have them in Colorado. Yep, I understand. I'm not breaking new ground here. I saw things like this in Denver and in the news from California. And of course, I'm going to take things like this and try to implement them here, right? If it's a working idea there, it will be a working idea here. I have said it for many years. Florida is a destination state. When they finally legalize recreational cannabis, we are going to destroy everyone in tourism dollars. It's not even going to be fair. It's a paradise where they can now smoke weed year round. So, there you have it. And then someone said, Janine here, she said, she likes it, but how efficient is it in Florida? I think she was a little confused because, some of this thought that this was a public transportation pick, so maybe I wasn't as clear as I could have been. Other comments, Michael Prouse said it sounds awesome. Molly Meyer said that she's down. Carmela Sierra said, where, when, I've got my card. See, there's already a response. People want to do this. Marvin Bzura, he was the dude that suggested that he had an idea like this, but it was a Tour de Gunji, and it was 80 miles long. Yeah, you could do something like this in Florida because we have a nice long state, but I don't want to cross any state lines. I don't really want to go all that far. I'm thinking of this as more of in the local community, kind of like a PSTA type deal, maybe smaller, but that rolls around the town and takes you to destinations maybe that are planned within the town, and then possibly even picks up pedestrian foot traffic and carts them around town. So a couple different ideas there. Ron Jones, thanks. Shout out to Ron Jones. Dude, you're always out and around commenting on my stuff. Love you, bro. He says they have it in Oregon. Yep, I'm sure they do. So that's really all that's it with that. Hopefully you like the post. If you haven't seen it, go and check it out. Once again, it's on my Facebook page. You can see at the top there at Best Buds. The cannabis tour, cannabis idea. Don't get hung up on the picture. It's not just going to the smoke shop, brewery, dispensary, blown glass. These are just ideas. These are just thoughts. Let's go back and check the comments here. Holy crap-a-moly. Everybody's on this morning. Okay. Shout out time. Michael Prouse, I just shouted you out, bro, from Ocala. Here, follow him on Instagram. Yeah, go follow him on Instagram. Do I really own a small business? Mark T. Gallender. No, I don't own any small businesses at the moment. I have owned numerous small businesses in the past. So, none of them have been as wildly successful as I wanted them to be, but I am entrepreneur at heart. Michael Prouse says, same here. We need to work together on something. Yeah, Mike, I'm down with that, dude. No, I'm Chief Marketing Officer for Cannabis Lifestyle Brand. Okay, yeah, definitely. He's in Central Florida dispensaries. It's like a pub crawl, just a bud crawl. Look, Mike, so pub crawl, bud crawl, whatever. I think we can actually fuse the two, right? Let's take them both because people love pubs and people love bud. We can fuse the two. We just have to be creative with how we do it, and make sure that we do it in a manner that's legal, right? Yeah, Mike, you're full of great ideas. I agree. Mark Gallagher, right on, Mike. I'm a combat veteran and Florida MMJ patient, wellness advocate, not an entrepreneur. Michael Kozbek said, I would love to be in a business, but a major paraphernalia charge prohibits me from working in dispensaries. Yeah, I don't have any serious charges or any kind of felonies on my record, so thank goodness for that. And, that kind of helps. I'm trying to keep up with your guys' comments here. You guys are actually really going in. Mark's interested in healthy horizontal integration. Yeah, that would be great. I'm down with that. Michael says, yes, me too. I don't know how vertical integration is still happening. I don't either. This is unconstitutional. It's already been judged unconstitutional. So I agree. I don't know how this is still happening. I just said that to my wife the other day. All right, Val, Blag, Molasses, Lucas. Dude, that is a mouthful to say. I'm a newbie in South Florida, excited about the concepts. Thank you. We have all got some really great ideas. I think all of us have great ideas, but sometimes we're just a little too scared to say them. We're a little too scared to put it out there, right? We're afraid of rejection as humans, but we shouldn't be. We're bud smokers. We're the most laid back people in the world. We should just be letting the ideas flow, right? All right. Oh, Michael says minor. Sorry. Well, dude, if you don't want to put your stuff out there, don't put your stuff out there. I'm just saying. All right. Anyway, let me get back to what we're talking about here. So yeah, the cannabis tour, get ready for it. I want to work with some people on these concepts, talk to some folks about some stuff, whatevs. I also wanted to bring up something. Oh, there's that story I told you about right there, the one I have very little time for stupidity. There's some other really cool stories out here if you want to get to them. You know, 2 things happening right now that could force U.S. government to end marijuana prohibition. Legalized recreational marijuana in Florida will be inevitable sooner than later. Go check that one out. Keep up with this vape story. There's lots going on with these fake carts out there, right? The contaminant found in marijuana vaping products linked to deadly lung illnesses. We all know it. We all know what's going on here. Stay abreast of this because I, like probably many of you, have tried these random, vape capsules here. And luckily I came back with nothing, no major problems that I know of, but, others weren't so lucky. So stay on top of the news there. Cannabis tours. All right, what else? This story came out this week. We're not going to go into it too much. A Florida man accused of stealing $12,000 in electricity to power his marijuana grow house. What do you want me to say? Throw the old dude in jail? I mean, whatever. You're going to do whatever you're going to do. Hopefully he's only there for a couple months until they recreationally legalize this nationally, and then it's all just over with. These people can get out of jail and have their records expunged. Another story I put up this week, when cannabis may complicate some cancer treatments. Check that out. All right, Facebook is being slow this morning. Here is one I'm going to talk about today. This one has to do with our review. I'm going to do a review on the Gorilla Grapes, right, from True Leaf. You can check that out, Gorilla Grapes. This was my picture. I kind of threw together this meme. I have fun throwing together memes. If you have meme ideas or things you want to throw at me, stuff I can showcase, get it to me, email me, DM me, whatever. Just get me your stuff. All right, let's pop back over to the comments because I am loving the comments. You guys are great this morning. All right, cool. All right, it's an awesome idea. The idea has been getting louder. We need to support Florida cannabis. Yeah, I agree. We all need to do that, Mark. Yeah, really glad that everybody's on here. Feel free to comment, shout things out. Let me know what you got going on. We're going to get back to the stories here. Let's see. I think that was about it on my Facebook. Just make sure you head over to my Facebook, okay? It has got everything on it. I pin the show to the top of the page every week. That way it's there for your convenience. You don't have to go digging through my page to get it. It's right there and ready for you. The weed tube. This is the picture that's at the top here. If you go to the weed tube, this is my little name. You can find me at there, at bestbuds_J Also, you can find me if you look at the top, at best_buds. You can find me there. Wherever you want to get me, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook, I'm on YouTube, I'm on WeedTube. I'm here, slanging my thing, just trying to get everybody excited about cannabis, excited about the things that are going on. A lot of my stuff is a little dark, and sometimes it leans towards negativity because I feel like we are in an age where media outsources like myself are here to give you the truth. Right? I'm not here to give you a slant. I'm not here to give you an idea that was bought and paid for. I'm here to give you the truth about what's going on, who's connected to who, why are they saying what they're saying, why are they charging what they're charging, why are they doing to us what they're doing. We need to expose those things. In this day and age, we need to expose the darkness and bring it to light. And that will help all of us in the community. That will help us all, get along and be able to embrace those who are selling products to us and the companies that are functioning here in the state of Florida. All right. So without further ado, I'm going to check the comments one more time. All right. I'm not seeing anything over there, so we're good. Let's get into this review. All right. So obviously, the product that we're reviewing this morning, and you've heard it already, you've seen it on my Facebook, it's Gorilla Grapes from True Leaf. And I know you can't see it, it's because my camera sucks, but it's Gorilla Grapes from True Leaf. I have been primarily and exclusively reviewing indicas for about the past 5 weeks now, and I was getting a little tired of it. I love indicas. It's my favorite, strain of weed is the indica. I prefer indicas, but I was just, I needed a daytime smoker. And it's so funny because I smoked through all my Blue Dream and I was just like, I'm not getting any more of that. I stayed away from every other hybrid, was just purchasing indica primarily, and now I'm glad to be back on a hybrid, this Gorilla Grape. It's a little overpowering, and from everything I heard across the reviews, just like we started off with the show, this was the feeling, and this was the idea that was given to me by the reviews.
Open wide, cause I'm gonna grape you in the mouth! Ah!
Open wide, because I'm going to grape you in the mouth. Yeah. That's exactly what I thought was going to be the case, right? Open wide, I'm going to grape you in the mouth. So already I was set up. On a scale of 1 to 10, I was told this was a 9.5. It was the bomb diggity. I needed to go after this strain. So I did. And I've been actually smoking on this for about a week now. It's my new daytime smoker. And, I had mixed feelings about it. Earlier in the week, I really didn't like it. But I don't know. As it's aged, it seems like it's gotten better. I wanted to show you a pic I took from my phone. So you can see right here. This is a pic I got from my phone. It looks really good. This is like a week late, so it wasn't looking quite this spicy maybe last Friday when I picked it up. But as of this week, it is looking pretty tangy, right? Pretty spicy. And I wanted to go to the Leafly because that's what we do here. We always go to the Leafly. So here we are. We're at the Leafly and Gorilla Grapes. All right. What is Gorilla Grapes? It's bred by Dungeon Vault Genetics. Gorilla Grapes is a cross of Original Glue and Vino OG. It's a THC dominant hybrid with a sweet grape flavor and diesel undertones. Medium-sized buds are olive-colored and deep purple and red hues, all covered with a sticky layer of white trichomes. Sticky layer of white trichomes. Well, you tell me if that's the case from the pic. I think it might be sticky layer, white trichomes. All right. So Leafly, I think you nailed your description on this one. You got it going on. These, of course, are the effects. What's really great about Leafly, they'll tell you the effects, the medical uses and the negatives. So, obviously it's seems to me to be indica leaning. Heavy THC dominant hybrid, so it's got that relaxed and happy euphoric type feeling. You're going to use this for stress, depression, very little for pain. That's where it doesn't come in on the indica side. The negatives, of course, as always, heavy dry mouth. And yeah, I guess I'm maybe experiencing a little of that this morning, considering I've downed my coffee in record time. So I don't know. It's the flavors. There is a little bit of grape flavor to it. I didn't taste that early on. It is pungent. It's got a really strong smell. Nutty, maybe a little bit. I don't know. Here's some reviews on it. I don't know. All around, even thinking about it right now, it's really more got me feeling like this.
I got a big fat squid in my refrigerator. Ooh. I got a big fat squid in my refrigerator. Ooh. I found him in the frozen food. I got him 5 new pairs of shoes. And now he lives in the refrigerator. Ooh. I bought him for 99 cents a pound. Ooh, shoot. It costs $45, weighs 35 pounds. Ooh, what? I'm the cutest ape in the neighborhood, but my girlfriend treats me no good. I know she'd leave me if she could. Take the big fat squid in my refrigerator. You clap now.
Yeah, it's weird, right? Like, I just don't know how I feel about it. I guess I kind of like it. I don't know if I'll be picking it up again. Everybody that reviewed this product, or everybody that I saw reviewed this product, just said, nothing but great things about it. I don't know. I'm a little indifferent towards it. I think it's good, but it's not. I don't know. None of these are just what I dreamed about coming here. These spectacular pictures that you see of this bud that just looks like it's from an alien planet. And it looks good, and it tastes good, and it smokes good, but I don't know, So Gorilla Grapes for me out of a 10, I'm going to say it's probably like an 8.9, 8.8, maybe 9. It's right there. It's in the conversation of the some of the more decent buds here in our area. So I mean, I guess, the experience that I'm going to have from here on out.
Okay, when I finish graping you, I'm gonna go upstairs and I'm gonna grape your mother and your father, and then I'm gonna take your whole family down to the basement and grape you all for decades and decades.
See, I think this is too much. I think it's too much.
Yeah, I guess I'm just going to get graped for decades, or maybe a little more than the rest of the week, right? I'm almost out. Anyway, I'm going to check out the comments here, see what's going on before we get out of here. I want to thank everybody that stopped in. Val Lucas, I couldn't leave. That's hilarious. Thank you. I try to add some comedic content to this, so hopefully it entertains you a little bit. You don't just want to see this mug, right? Anyway, thank you, everybody that came in this morning. I appreciate it. Help me grow. If you like it in any way, shape, or form, great. Help me grow. If you don't like it and there's some things you would like to tweak or maybe something that you would even like to add, great. Send me some comments. Shoot me a DM. You can find me at all the places you've seen scrolled across your screen. I am there for you. I'll give it to you here one more time so you have another couple seconds to see it. You can find me at any of these places that are scrolling across the bottom of the screen right here. It tells you exactly where I'm at. We're going to hit a bowl of this right before I leave and get out of here. Here we go, some Gorilla Grapes. Pick up your bowls. Cheers. You're supposed to have them with you. Hopefully you brought it with you. You're supposed to be prepared. What kind of smoker are you? Wonderful. Love it. It tastes good. It's so tough. I'm so confused, just like that Grape Ape video. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend. I hope that everything goes well for you. Do the things that you want to do. Be happy. Medicate. For those of you in pain, I feel for you. I'm praying for you. I think we're all very positively thinking about you. You're a part of this community. I'm a part of this community. We're all advocates for something that we should have full access to. Remember to keep that advocacy up. Post things, post stories, find the truth, weed out the right from the wrong, bring the dark things to light, and have a great week. I love you guys, my nuggets. This is Jay Bleezy signing off for the week. Take care. Peace.